Welcome to Cheetah Secrets. Let's dive into today's story. My name is Jack. 8 months before my world unraveled, I was engaged to Kathleen. We'd been together for 5 years, and for most of that time, I genuinely believed our relationship was solid. We shared my condo, a modest place I'd bought years before we met. It wasn't fancy, but it was ours, reliable and secure. Things started shifting when Kathleen took on a new marketing project. She was paired with a graphic designer named Ben Carter. Suddenly, his name peppered our conversations. "Ben's hilarious. Ben nailed that layout in no time. Ben's ideas are spot on." It was subtle at first. I'm not the jealous type. I observe, note patterns, and let facts guide me. That mindset had always kept me steady. A month before the collapse, Kathleen suggested hosting a small dinner party at home to thank her team. I liked the idea. It was a chance to meet the people she'd been spending so much time with. Her best friends, Olivia Barnes and Grace Miller, arrived first, already tipsy, loud, and full of energy. Ben showed up soon after with a dessert tray, grinning like he belonged. Throughout the evening, Kathleen hovered near him, leaning in when he spoke, finishing his sentences, brushing lint off his shoulder. When I'd approach, she'd subtly pull away. Nothing overt, but impossible to miss. I stayed calm. "Sounds like you two are killing it on the campaign," I said. Kathleen jumped in quickly. "Yeah, non-stop late nights and early mornings." Ben just nodded quietly, offering a tight smile. That silence stuck with me. At dinner, I noticed her flipping her phone face down every time it buzzed, something new. I filed it away without comment. The night felt pleasant on the surface, but an undercurrent was off, like a hidden rift widening slowly. By dessert, I sensed everyone knew something I didn't. Kathleen sat perched beside Ben, legs turned toward him. Olivia sprawled in an armchair. Grace cross-legged on the floor, clutching her wine. Olivia raised her glass, slurring just enough to signal incoming chaos. "Toast time. Kathleen deserves it. She's the woman who always has a plan." Everyone cheered lightly. Then Olivia continued. "She's brilliant. Never puts all her eggs in one basket." "No offense, Jack." "None taken," I said, eyebrow raised. Grace snorted. Ben stared at his shoes. Olivia theatrically toasted again. "To Kathleen and her incredible backup fiancé." The room froze. Kathleen went still, not shocked but caught. Her flush wasn't denial, it was exposure. Olivia pointed at Ben. "If Jack ever messes up, she's got Ben locked and loaded." She mimed a finger gun, laughing. Silence crashed in. Grace stiffened. Kathleen's eyes darted to Ben, checking his reaction. Not to shut it down, but to see if he was okay with it. "Backup fiancé," I repeated softly. "Interesting joke." Ben mumbled. "Olivia's drunk. It's just a joke." Kathleen forced a laugh. "Babe, don't take it seriously. She's ridiculous." Olivia waved it off. "Oh please, you talk about it all the time." "You literally said." Kathleen lunged. "Olivia, stop." Too late. The fog lifted. There was a whole parallel world in that room I'd been excluded from. I smiled, not from joy or rage, but clarity. "Very interesting," I said quietly. No one spoke. I stood. "Jack," Kathleen started, voice thin. "We're not doing anything," I replied. "I just need a moment." I went to the bedroom. Earlier, I'd hidden her engagement ring in a drawer, claiming it was being cleaned. She hadn't pressed. I returned with the box, walked straight to Ben, and extended it. "Backup fiancé," I said calmly. "Your move." He froze. When he didn't take it, I placed it in his hand myself. Olivia's glass tipped, Grace gasped. Kathleen shot up. "Jack, what are you doing? This is insane." "Is it?" I asked. "Late nights with him, canceling our getaway without mentioning you were out with Ben instead, flipping your phone at every buzz." "But yeah, maybe I'm crazy." Ben stuttered. "I didn't know." Kathleen spun on him. "There's nothing happening." I raised a hand. "I'm done asking questions. I'm giving you the space you've been circling for months." Her panic surged. "Everyone's drunk. This is blown out of proportion." "No," I said. "This is me restoring proportion." I opened the front door. "Party's over. Everyone out." They hesitated. I repeated it evenly. Olivia and Grace whispered apologies on their way out. Ben set the box on the table and left silently. Kathleen lingered, shaking. "Jack, please, we can talk." "Tomorrow," I said. "Not tonight." "Where am I supposed to go?" "Anywhere you've been joking about." She left without another word. The condo fell silent, honest silence for once. I didn't sleep, replaying signs I'd downplayed because I wanted to believe in us. At 8 a.m., I called a lawyer. The condo was mine alone pre-relationship, no claim for her. I packed her things methodically, clothes, notebooks, photos. I left the $1,200 ergonomic chair I'd bought her untouched. She'd promised to reimburse me but never did. Noon. Her key rattled, stopped by the new chain latch. "Jack, why is the door locked?" "Open it." I cracked it 2 inches. "You don't live here anymore. Your stuff's by the door." "Are you serious?" "Over Olivia's stupid toast?" "This isn't about a toast. You weren't embarrassed because she lied. You were because she told the truth in company. I never cheated. I didn't say you did. But you lived like you were single, and I won't share that life. Where am I supposed to go? You have options. 1-hour window today or tomorrow to pick up your boxes." She fumed, then left. After she collected everything days later, radio silence for 2 days. I thought it was over. Then my boss called me in, anonymous emails accusing me of emotional abuse, hiding finances, misconduct with a colleague. HR investigation pending. I cooperated fully, stayed calm. Forwarded everything to my lawyer. Metadata traced the emails to Olivia's Wi-Fi. Cease and desist letters flew to Kathleen and Olivia for defamation and interference. The emails stopped instantly. 3 days later, Ben called from an unknown number. I didn't realize how bad it was. She told me you two were basically done, that you'd ignored her for months. She lived with me the whole time. I know. She stayed at my place after the dinner. Kept saying I ruined her life. Tried to get me to email your HR claiming you'd threatened me. When I refused, she lost it, threw things, cried for hours. I kicked her out. "I don't need an apology," I said. "Just stay out of my life." Grace texted anonymously. "Kathleen's at her parents'. Mom's cut her off from Olivia. She's breaking down, lost clients, begging people to intervene. Her web of secrets imploded. Friends distanced themselves. Last loose end, the chair. That night, her mother called. Kathleen's in bad shape, back pain's back. She needs her work chair. She never paid for it. Agreement stands. Reimburse $1,200, it's yours." After haggling, Margaret paid. I left the chair in the driveway. An hour later, Kathleen arrived in a car, loaded it silently, and drove off without a glance. It started with a joke I wasn't meant to hear. Ended with an empty driveway and real quiet. Not triumph. Not revenge. Just closure. And that was enough. Thank you for listening.